Thank you, and we will welcome everybody here to this announcement today. Welcome our participants and those from the media that may be attending, and as well as others by video. Minister McKenna, Minister McKay, Wayne Crew with the Canada Games, and Martha Renz, welcome. I'm pleased to be with everyone today virtually as we act to increase participation in competitive sports and recreational activities here in Prince Edward Island. Physical activity is important, especially in these trying times we're living in, to try and stay healthy, both in mind and in spirit. I'm really pleased this morning to be joined by Minister McKenna for this important announcement today, which will support Prince Edward Island's commitment to active living and healthy communities, and also for the 2023 Games. Minister, just a little bit of history before I introduce you. This provincial ski park and biathlon shooting range is really only about 11 kilometers from my home. And I know it's certainly named Mark Arend's Park now, but his dad used to encourage me to go up and watch these games, you know, when he was not much more than knee high to a grasshopper. So I've seen him shoot when he really wasn't very good at it. And so, and but I'll certainly say that Mark and what he's done at phone ringing. Mark shows that really anything is always possible. Put the effort in, and you get there. So I've seen Mark from, as I said, when he was quite small, to get where he has to today. With respect to today's announcement, modernizing recreational activities is essential to building strong, resilient communities by investing in infrastructure that keeps people of all ages active, and we invest in the future of our communities. To tell you more on the announcement today, as I said earlier, we're really honored to have with us the Honorable Catherine McKenna, who's Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, the MP for Ottawa Centre, and the mother of three children. I just want to say, Catherine, though, when first elected in 2015, I would say of all the ministers in her cabinet, you had probably the greatest trial by far. Within 6 weeks, been thrown into the Paris negotiations as the new Minister of Environment and Climate Change. So you as a minister did have a trial by fire, and it's got to be exciting to now be Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, where you're building that infrastructure across Canada. So welcome. We wish you were here in PEI, but you're here virtually.
Well, thank you, Wayne. What a lovely introduction. I'm trying to imagine you racing down the ski hill, so I'm gonna imagine that, like, maybe at the end, poof. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Huge welcome to everyone. I wish I was in PEI too. One of my favorite places on earth. It's great to be joined by Minister McKay. We've done so much actually with the government of Prince Edward Island. I really appreciate the spirit of working together. That's what this is all about, to build things and build a cleaner future for the residents of PEI. Wayne, I love the Canada Games. I'm an athlete myself, so I'm super excited about the 2023 Canada Games. So I'm available anytime. Mark, I am an athlete. I never made the Olympics, so I went to Olympic trials, but I know how much you put into your sport and the dedication that's involved. And also it really brings people together. I don't think that there's anything more than sports from fostering a real spirit of a community, of a country, of a province. And so thank you very much for doing that. I know it's been a really hard year to train. I talked to my swimming friends and not easy, but just keep your head in the game, keep on training. And we're going to be really excited to cheer you on at the games in China. Well, this is probably my favorite announcement to end the year on. I feel like it's so appropriate. It's been a bloody tough year. I think we can all agree, not an easy year. I think we'll all be happy to see the end of this year. But I think that one of the things I've learned is how people are really coming together and how investments like we're making today will make a real difference in lives of people in communities across Canada. It is really important that as we get through COVID-19, and the good news, I think there is hope with a vaccine being rolled out, that we look at how we can build back better. We've been working really hard as a government to adapt our infrastructure program to bring in a new COVID-19 stream where we put 80 cents on every dollar, which I think is really important, stepping up. I think that these investments are all about, one, creating jobs at a time when we desperately need jobs. Two, tackling climate change and making sure we're building a more resilient future. And three, building more inclusive communities. We need to build infrastructure that is good for everyone. That's why I'm so excited to announce today federal support to upgrade the Nordic venue at the Marc Arens Provincial Ski Park. Whether you're a competitive or recreational skier, these upgrades to the ski park will serve Islanders for years to come. Athletes and visitors of the 2023 Canada Winter Games will get an incredible skiing experience, and the province gets an economic and sporting legacy it can continue to take pride in. Canada's infrastructure plan invests in thousands of projects, creating jobs across the country and building cleaner and more inclusive communities. Je suis très heureuse de me joindre à la province aujourd'hui pour annoncer une aide financière pour l'amélioration du site nordique du parc de ski provincial Marc Arens. Que vous soyez un skieur amateur ou de compétition, ces améliorations au parc de ski procureront des avantages aux résidents de l'île pendant de nombreuses années. Les athlètes et les visiteurs des Jeux d'hiver de Canada 2023 vivront une expérience de ski incroyable et la province bénéficiera d'un héritage économique et sportif dont elle pourra continuer à être fière. Le plan d'infrastructure du Canada permet d'investir dans des milliers de projets, de créer des emplois dans tout le pays et de bâtir des collectivités plus propres et plus inclusives. I'm sure you'll hear more about the upgrade, but this $1.5 million federal investment will help to upgrade ski trails, the biathlon shooting range, the start and finish stadium, and the penalty loop. We're building a high quality facility that is more accessible for spectators, and the improvements like the new storage structure and team waxing building, renovated lodge, and timing building mean that the facility will be hosting high performance competitions for years to come. That's good, certainly for the economy, and that's also good for residents of PEI. Beyond the 2023 Canada Winter Games, Islands are building a legacy for the future generations of athletes and outdoor enthusiasts. I'll just end with a couple things. One, as Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, I can say that I've never understood more the importance of strong communities. Communities are really what we make of them. It's really about looking out for each other, protecting each other, and deciding that we're going to build better communities together. We really have the opportunity to do that. Also, climate change is real. And I know the government of PEI knows this, but if we're going to be able to still have skiing, we're going to need to all do our part to tackle climate change. And I know if we take the same sense of urgency that we've taken to finding a COVID-19 vaccine, if we listen to science and scientists, if we make the right investments, and if we work together, we will also tackle climate change. So you will be able to ski long past Wayne Easter of my lives in PEI. Anyway, I just want to congratulate everyone. I know for communities, it's a lot of work for these things to come together. Wayne, I want to thank you for being such a champion. You really are awesome. You also get me on the phone and say, why isn't this going faster? So that's also really good. But I really can't wait to get out there. I'm not an amazing skier. I'm a better swimmer, but maybe Mark could give me some lessons. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you for that commitment, your work on this project, and your commitment as infrastructure minister for improving things right across the country. And we did have a light dusting of snow, a very light dusting of snow here, which makes it great for this announcement. Now turning to Minister MacKay. Matthew MacKay is the Minister of Economic Growth and Tourism and representing the government of Prince Edward Island today. And he's also the MLA for the riding of Kensington Malpeque. And a very good minister at that too, Matthew. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. And good morning. Minister McKenna, Wayne Carew, Mark Arends, and hello to everyone tuning in virtually. Well, I have to say in these times of COVID-19, it feels really good to be talking about something positive for Prince Edward Island as we look ahead to a time when Islanders and Canadians can gather and celebrate together. I want to thank Minister McKenna and the federal government for their support. Prince Edward Island enjoys and has greatly benefited from our partnership and positive working relationship. The upgrades to Mark Arends Provincial Ski Park in Brookvale will have a positive impact on our province as we look ahead to the 2023 Canada Winter Games and beyond. And that's why we're so proud to invest over $1.5 million into Mark Arends Provincial Ski Park. These investments are creating a sports legacy for our island that will enhance the entire experience of our ski park for both Islanders and visitors alike for years to come. For our athletes who are planning and preparing for the 2023 Games, the upgrades to our Nordic venue, the ski trails, biathlon shooting range, start-finish stadium, and penalty circuit, along with upgrades to support facilities like the timing building and lodge, will provide them with an incredible training ground in their own backyard to help get them onto the podium. As Mark can surely attest to, having this kind of facility here at home will create opportunities to foster greater interest in growth in sports like biathlon and cross-country skiing right here in our own home. Mark, I want to take this moment and thank you for all that you've done for Prince Edward Island. You are an incredible ambassador for our province and your sport, inspiring so many Islanders to take up biathlon and cross-country skiing. We are so proud of all that you've done and continue to accomplish. Today's announcement really couldn't have come at a better time. With winter at our doorsteps, Islanders and winter sports lovers are looking forward to spending time at the ski park. And Tourism PEI is actively working on expanding the variety of winter tourism products that we have to offer. Everyone knows us for our island summers, but we are always looking at ways we can go beyond that, well into the winter. We are all Canadian after all. So it only makes sense that we embrace the snow by offering fun and healthy winter experiences that everyone can enjoy. I think what's most exciting is that thanks to these upgrades, the Mark Arends Provincial Ski Park will be on the map as a winter sports destination. I'll end by saying that we are proud to be hosting the 2023 Canada Winter Games and can't wait to welcome athletes and their families to show them all what Prince Edward Island has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. I do note that both ministers have talked about improving the penalty loop. I hope you are including enhancing the scenery around that, because I've seen a few people go round and round and round that loop quite a few times for not getting their shots right. Now we'll turn to co-chair of the 2023 Canada Games Board, Wayne Carew, who has been working hard, I know, on the 2023 Canada Games Committee. Welcome, Wayne. The mic is yours. You're muted.
That's better. Again, thank you, MP Wayne and Minister McKenna, Minister MacKay. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue tout le monde. On behalf of my co-chair, Brian McFeely, and myself, and the 2023 Canada Games Host Society, I'd first of all like to issue a sincere thank you to the Government of Canada and to the Province of Prince Edward Island for their partnership and commitment to supporting our communities. We've had nothing but excellent cooperation from our provincial government here. Minister McKenna, we've had excellent cooperation through Sport Canada. It's just a all hands on deck to make this a successful event in 2023. Today's exciting announcement is a big step forward in ensuring Islanders can deliver a top of the podium, world-class event while creating a sporting legacy and a volunteer legacy for our entire province. The upgrades to the Nordic venue at Mark Arends Provincial Park demonstrate the power of working together, and the 2023 Games are proud to be a contributing partner to this facility. Not only will this project help provide us with world-class athletic amenities and support athletic development, but these strategic investments will create a more inclusive facility for the athletes and the visitors of the 2023 Canada Games. This announcement underscores our commitment as a host society of volunteers who have made a commitment to the province that we would put on a world-class event and delivering an island-wide games, not just in our major cities. This will have a positive impact on all island residents for many, many years to come. In just over 2 years from now, we will welcome the nation to our 2023 Canada Winter Games here in Prince Edward Island, the largest multi-sport and cultural event for youth in our nation. We will be welcoming 3,600 athletes from over 1,000 communities across the country. 5,000 volunteers will have to be marshaled together to orchestrate this event. And the economic impact to the province of Prince Edward Island will be over $110 million, not counting the new $65 million residence that's being built at the University of Prince Edward Island to accommodate the athletes. The 2023 Games will be the biggest event held in the history of Prince Edward Island. Key component in creating life-shaping experiences for athletes and all participants. It is also our pleasure as the board of directors when we invited Mark Arends to sit on our board of directors. He was so quick to jump on board, and he's been such a great contributing member to our board of directors ever since the beginning. To wind up, we look forward to welcoming everyone to Prince Edward Island, and that as well, Minister McKenna, we would love to have you here. Our theme is the birthplace of big dreams, where we will come together to celebrate and inspire the best next generation of athletes and community leaders. Thank you again to both the provincial and the federal governments for your participation.
Thank you, Wayne, and thank you for all you do and the Canada Games Board does for Prince Edward Island and for this project as well. Now turning to Mark Arends, who this park is, in fact, named after 8 times Paralympic medalist, and as Wayne Crew said, a 2023 Canada Games board member. I know you're in, I think it's Canmore, Alberta, Mark, but welcome home by video. You know you're the pride of Prince Edward Island and really the pride of Canada in terms of your efforts and showing what athletes can do in terms of uplifting the country. So the mic is yours.
Thank you, MP Easter, Minister McKay, Mr. McKenna, Co-Chair Carew. It's an honor to be here and an exciting day to hear this announcement for such a venue that's been such a key part of my life and development as an athlete. The original legacy from the 1991 without that legacy, the park would have never igniting my passion for marathon and cross-country skiing, and to some extent as well, trail running and biking as well. Also, I want to encourage all Islanders to get out and explore the park today and for the years be here today and an honor to have the namesake of the park being part of it. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mark. And there's no question this little jewel in the hills of Brookvale have trained a lot of people. A lot of people learned how to ski on those hills, and it certainly instilled in you the passion to be the great athlete that you are. So thank you very much. Now we'll turn to, I believe the moderator is going to call on the media for question and answers. So I'll turn it over to the moderator.
Tony Davis, CBC.
Hello. Just not sure who the best person to answer this question might be, but I'm just wondering, with these upgrades to the Nordic area, things like that, what events will be able to be held on PEI that, might not have been able to be held without these upgrades?
Mark, do you want to, you're probably most familiar with the park. You want to deal with that one?
Yes, so I think the upgrades will facilitate just a modern style of cross-country skiing and biathlon. When the park was originally built for 1991 games, the trails weren't necessarily as wide, and the focus was on the classic style of cross-country skiing, where now the sport has evolved. Biathlon is primarily only a skate sport, so it requires a slightly wider trail. So a lot of some of the upgrades will be to widen the trails, allowing at least two athletes to be side by side throughout the trail. Over time, almost 20 years now, some sections have just, as the earth shifts, we need to just flatten out the trails. It allows for the uses of the groomers to be able to make a smooth trail everywhere and allowing for a fairer competition. And just the requirements for a more modern sport, both biathlon and cross country, these upgrades will go to those to facilitate those requirements now.
And I think it's important to note that with our 40 venues that we'll be putting on games in for the 24 sports, that every one of them must meet the national sporting governing bodies requirements. So there's been many years now of technical review to make sure that our facilities are up to the national standards in every one of the sports. And this is just one of the areas that we had to improve in order to be able to host the national event.
Back to you, moderator. I think as well there's use for the park in the summer with bike trails and walking trails as well to the individual who asked the question. Moderator.
Jason Simmons, The Guardian.
I apologize if I missed this, but just wondering, could I get a total cost of the project?
Who wants to give the total cost? There's Wayne.
The total cost of this project is $3 million.
$3 million. Okay. And is that split evenly between provincial and federal?
Correct.
And I apologize also. I lost when Mark was speaking there. I lost his feed. I was just wondering if maybe he could repeat some highlights of what he said. I got his answer to Tony's question, but when he was speaking before that.
Mark, can you highlight the?
Sorry about that then. No, the legacy from 91 was essentially what gave me my passion and started that spark for me to follow my dreams in biathlon and cross-country skiing. And without the facility from the 91 games and that legacy that was built then, I would not have been able to discover biathlon and cross-country skiing and been able to take it to where I have today as an 8-time Paralympic champion, 3 Paralympic Games, 14 World Championship medals. So it's and been able to share my journey with everyone on the island, and I think it's just invaluable that we make these announcements and keep that legacy of You know, when I grew up, Brookvale was kind of considered the hidden gem of the island, and I've kind of made that a little bit of a surprise, and now everyone knows it. So I really want to encourage everyone to get out there and enjoy the facility year round. You know, the focus for these upgrades will be on the winter side, the cross country and the biathlon. But there's fantastic, you know, every time I come back to the island, I want to be, I go for a run or a bike on the trails as well. And it's just an area that can allow you to do so many different things outside, enjoying one of the finest gems of the island.
Back to you, moderator.
Thanks everyone for participating, all the participation and everybody watching virtually here. From myself, wishing everybody a happy holidays until we speak again.
Okay, thank you all, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. May 2021 be all we want it to be. All the best.
Merry
Take care,
Christmas.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.